All right, let me ask you something honestly. When was the last time your monitor actually kept up with you instead of asking you to slow down? This is the Odyssey OLED G6. This is for the kind of person who feels performance in their hands. You notice micro stutters. You feel input delay. You can tell when motion isn't truly clean, even if others can explain what is wrong. You not chasing hype anymore. You chasing precision. Before you get comfortable here, check the current price and availability. High-end OLED gaming monitors like this don't sit still in the market, and when stock shifts, it usually isn't in your favor. You knew it was time to upgrade the moment fast games stopped feeling locked in. You were reacting on instinct, but the screen felt a fraction behind. Motion blur crept in during flicks. Dark scenes crushed detail. You adapted, but deep down you knew you were compensating. The first session with this monitor feels like recalibration. Motion snaps into place. Blacks are truly black, not gray. Highlights pop without blooming. Your inputs feel immediate, like the screen is finally moving at your speed instead of negotiating with it. Gaming becomes pure flow. Fast shooters feel surgical. Racing games feel grounded. Even strategy and story games feel richer because contrast and clarity pull you deeper into the world. Long sessions feel easier on your eyes because everything looks intentional, not smeared or overdriven. What really hits you is control. Once you experience this level of motion, clarity, and response, going back feels uncomfortable. Other monitors don't feel slower, they feel uncertain. You realize how much precision you were missing. Don't assume the price will stay friendly. Displays like this tend to swing hard once demand builds, and waiting usually turns into paying more or settling for less. If you're wondering whether this is too much for your setup, here is the shift. You don't grow into this monitor. It grows with you. Every upgrade you make later finally has room to breathe. There is also a surprise benefit most people don't expect. Text looks crisp. Desktop use feels premium. You don't just love it in games, you appreciate it every time it is on. It makes motion feel effortless. It delivers contrast that feels alive. It responds instantly to every input. It makes competitive play feel natural. It gives pride every time you sit down. OLED care requires basic awareness. It is focused on performance over size. At some point, you stop comparing refresh rates and specs and choose the screen you already keep thinking about. The one that feels right every time you imagine using it. So check availability now, trust the instinct that brought you here, and don't let this turn into one of those upgrades you delay and regret later. The Odyssey OLED G6 isn't just a monitor, it is the moment your setup finally stops holding you back.